And today we are going to see the most important automation tool in the sales. Later, the most important automation tool. Salesforce automation. So what are the automation tools you know inside the Salesforce? The first one is what? Formulas. Got it. The first one is what? Formulas. So whenever you provided the input, automatically the system is find routing the output. So based on the input fields, later you are getting output. You are getting that is the form. That is what? Got it. The next one is what? Workflow. Workflow. So whenever you created the record, you are executing an action, either sending the email or updating the field or assessing based on the record creation. That the record is created or edited, or subsequently made. Got it? That is a work. The next one is what? Approval process. Approval process. So whenever your criteria will be met, and automatically you are submitted to the one user, right? So that user may be approve or reject or reassign to another user, or it will go for the next. So that is also automation. Got it. The next. So as of now, we've seen these three in traffic rush. Now, now go for the Lightning Process Builder. Lightning Processor Builder. So this is a Lightning tool. This is a Lightning. You will see this Lightning tool name in classic course. So how can I differentiate whether we are using a classic or Lightning? The first one is what? UI. The first one is what? UI. Right? This is the classic UI. And the second one is what? So in this address bar, just you can observe carefully here. So this is your company name. And then after you are using developer edition, but you are using the developer edition and then Salesforce drop. So whenever you're able to see the only Salesforce.com, that is the class. That is so the process builder option available in this classic mode. Just you can go here in this quick find box, enter process. See here you are able to see the a processor a builder. Processor builder. Got it? Later. So we have a process builder, lightning process builder, and then after lightning flow builder, lightning flow builder. The next one is what? Apex and the Visual Force. So these six automation tools they have we already seen formulas, we already seen workflows and approvals. Today we'll see about a process build. Today we'll see about a process build. Next, Apex and Visual Force is talking about what? Here you need to write the code. So earlier, as of now, automation tools we discussed, we written any code? No. So just expression. Expressions is different and coding is different. Got it? So then we'll go for process builder. We'll go for the a process builder today. So what is the meaning of a process builder or what is the meaning of any automation tool? Hmm? To easily automate, to easily automate business process with the point and click. Am I right? Here you are not writing any code. You are not writing any code. Got it? So with the help of a point and click, sir, you are implementing some business. You are implementing some. So why we are going for the process builder? See, in the workflows, what we are doing, we can do only four actions. The workflow, we can do only four actions. So what was the four actions? Sending an email alert, sending the email, updating the field, sending the task, and outbound message. XML based outbound message. Got it. So if you want to create a record, so whenever meet the criteria, right, you are updating the field and you are sending the email, right? Whenever I meet the criteria, I want to create a record. I want to create a record. For example, let's see, we discussed the CRM process, the lead object, right? Once we got the lead, right, so our marketing team will follow up that particular lead, and then after, so they're converting the lead. So once you converted the lead, and automatically you are creating a record under account to contact and opportunity. How? Business project, right? So if you want to get that type of functionality, basically we need to write the code. Basically, we need to write the. But so whenever the Salesforce introduces process builder, right, we are getting more action. The workflow we have four actions, and the process builder we have more than got it. So let's see what are the actions we have inside this process builder. So actions means what? So we have immediate and time based. Right, in the immediate and time based we have same thing. Right, the first one is what? We can create records. We can create the records. Got it. So we can update records. We can update a record. We can invoke the flows. Invoke flows means what? Whenever I met the criteria, right? Whenever I met the criteria, what I have to do? I need to execute one flow. I need to execute one. Next one is what? Invoke a process. Process. No, it's a process builder. I created one process builder, right? So when I want to execute this one, so whenever the criteria will be met, means what? In another process builder, we are defining that too. Got it? And then after, so we have some quick actions. Quick actions. Next, submit for approval. What is this? Submit for approval. Here, in approval process, so once you created the record, once you created the record, right, then after you need to click on submit for approval. You want to submit that record. See what I'm doing, I am creating one a process. I'm creating one process. So whenever the criteria will be met, automatically I need to submit the record. Got it? So in the approval process, so what we did, so manually we submitted the record every time, right? I don't want manual process. I want automated process, right? So whenever the criteria will be met, got it? So whenever the payment is through the cash, right? I want to submit automatically to the Krishna, right? Why we are going for that record and click on submit for approval? Automatically, I need to submit. We'll see that one also. The next one is what? Obviously, we can send a email alert, and eighth one is what? So we can execute the effects also. We can execute the effects. We can execute the effects. Got it. So let's see one by one. Let's see one by one. What are the actions? The first one is what? Create the record. Create the record. Let's see. The first example, the first example or first use case. Use. Okay, let's see. So just I'm writing the use case. Whenever a case, a record, whenever a case records gets created with the case a reason, with the case a reason as a installation, with the case reason what? Installation. Got it. Next, a child case, a child case record needs to needs to get created automatically. What is the meaning? So whenever I created a record inside the case, right, inside the case object, I want to create a one more child. Means what? In that case only, I want to create one more record within the object, same object, same object. So whenever case records gets created with the case reason as an installation. Got it? So a child case records needs to create it automatically. How it is possible? We'll see. We'll see. Go here and just you can type here process builder. We have process builder is there now. Just you can go here and type a process builder. So whenever typing process builder and automatically it will goes to the lightning. Just you can observe carefully here we have a still salesforce.com. The lightning process builder and flow builder will be available only the lightning, not in the classic, right? So whenever I'm selecting here a process builder, automatically it will goes to the lightning. See here, lightning.post. Lightning.post. So as of now, we have 0 items in the process. Here we have a new is there now. Just to click on that new. Click on that. That is, want to continue with the process builder or flow. I want to continue with the process builder. Select the process. Next, what was the process name? What was the process name? Auto create child case record. Auto create child case record. The description. The description is what? So we are creating a record inside the child case record. The same one. Later. Next, the process starts when. So when you want to execute this a process. Later, when you want to execute this process. So here we have options. See, a record change, a platform event the message was received, or it's invoked by the another process. Right? A record change is nothing but what? Whenever you created the record or when you updated the record, that time I want to execute this process. Second one. So whenever a platform event was received, what is platform event? I will tell you later. That whenever the platform event was received, so that time I need to execute this process. And third one is what? Right. So it will be invoked through the another process. It will be invoked through the another. Got a point? It will be invoked through the another. So like that. So we have three options. So I'm selecting a record change. It's what whenever I created the record, whenever I created the record, right? So that time I need to execute this process, right? And then I have to click on save. Then I have to click on save. Done. So this is my process builder. This is my process builder. So start, just I'm starting. Next, add the object. On which object we are working on this? That is case object. That is case object. Just to click on this add object. And here, just you can find out the object that is case object. Select the case, type the shape, and select. Next. So when this process will start, only when the record was created or when the record was created or edited. See here, the workflows, right? Criteria 1 and 2. Whenever the record was created, I want to execute an action. Second one is what? Whenever the record was created and edited, I want it. So in my example, in my use case, so whenever the record was gets created, means what? Only one time. We are not updating. Got it? So whenever the record was created, I want to select only when the record was created. Only when the record was. Then I have to expand here advanced. Here we have a, so one more option is there. I will tell you this one later in coming exam. Got it? So once you added here, this object, and then after click on, see here you added case object. You added here case. Next, what was the criteria? What was the criteria? Condition, right? What's my condition? If the case reason as the installation, right? If the case reason as a installation. Got it? Come here, then here we have add criteria is there. Click on that add criteria. So what's the criteria name? Is the case a reason as an installation? Installation. Right? So we are meeting the criteria. Yes, we are meeting the criteria. We have one condition. Next, formula evaluates to true. No. No criteria? No. We have a criteria. Case installation as the case reason as the installation. Next, so here you have to provide that condition. So what's that field? What's that field? Inside the case object, we have a case reason. We have a case reason. See here, case reason. Case reason equals to what's that? Installation. Here, case reason equals to installation. See here, operator equals to, not equals to, either this will be a pick list or field reference or global values or formula. You can add the formula also. Got the point? Right? For example, this is not a pick list, something text field. So in the text field, whatever the value entered, based on that value, I want to execute. So that time you can go for the formula. So whenever the user entered installation, you got it, then you can execute like that. So here I provided the condition also. Next, see here, end or and a custom logic. End or custom or. End is nothing but what? So when you're having more than two conditions, when you have more than two conditions, that time so I can use this. I can use this logic. End is nothing but what? Both the conditions will be true, then only it will be the true. Or is nothing but what? So any one of the condition is true, then it will be the true. Got it? Custom logic is nothing but, for example, I have three. First two will be N and third will be the R. So like that, we can prepare the a custom logic also. Like that, we can prepare the a custom logic. Got it? So here we have only one. So just we cannot use this one. Simply click on save. Done. So in this case object, so whenever the case region equals to installation, what I have to do? I need to execute one action. I need to execute this action. What's that action? What's that action? So here, we need to select the action. We need to select the action. So click on here, add action. Click on here, add action. See here, action types. Action types. Select this, see here. These all are the actions we have. These all are the actions we have. Got it? These all are the actions we have. Right? So my action is what? So my requirement is what? So whenever we created a case record, I want to create a new record, right? The my action is what? Create a record. My action is what? To create a. So what's the action name? What's the action name? Create child case record. Create child case record, right? So on which object? On which object? That is the case object only. Case. Case. Next, so whenever you want to create the record inside any object, first of all, you need to see what are the mandatory fields you have. What was the mandatory fields we have? So in this case object, we have two mandatory fields. One is what the status, and second one is what the case origin. Got it? The first one is what? The first one is what? Status, and second one is what? Case object. Case object. Done. Right? So here, the same thing I'm adding here. The first, see here, automatically here we got a status, status, pick list. What's the status? That is a new case. That is a new case. Got it? That is a new case. The next one, click on add row. The second one is what? Case origin. Case origin. Right? So case origin. This is also pick list. Here I'm got this one to the form call. To the form. Got it? To the form. See, my requirement is what? A child case records needs to get created automatically inside the case object, right? Right. We are creating a record in the case object, right? I want to create one more record in this case object only. How it is possible? It's possible. How it is possible? It's possible. Right. So here we provided only the status and the case origin. So what about the contact name and account name and all those things? Got it? So you need to provide these things also, right? So to which user we got this case? Which user we got this case? Got a point, right? So based on the parent, based on the parent, here we got the child. Got a point? So based on the parent, here we got the child. Got a point? Right? For every object we have a parent and child relationship is for the standard object. For the standard object. Case is the standard. Case is a standard object. Am I right? So for every object we have a parent and a child. Now what I'm doing here inside this process builder, so we have a one more row. Just we can add here row, that is the parent case ID. See here what I'm doing, parent case ID means what? So based on the record, whatever the record you are creating, that will becomes a parent. Later, whatever the record automatically created, that is the child. That is the child. Got it? So parent case ID. Right? So here I'm providing field reference. Providing field reference. Field reference is nothing but what? You are referring another field. You are referring another field. So what was the value you have in that field? That value will be automatically updated. Got it? So just click on here. So what's that? Case ID. Case ID. So what was the case you are creating? Right? So that case ID you are calling here. That case ID you are calling. Done. हो गया my requirement. Then click on save. Then click on save. See, in this case object, whenever we created the record, right, that record is case reason equals to installation. If it is true, then you can execute this one. Create a child case. Right? If the case reason is not equals to installation, go and halt. You are not executing this one. You are not executing this one. Got it? Then click on activate. Then click on activate. Right? So I am activating this rule. I'm activated this rule. So now my rule as of now in active condition. My rule as of now active condition. Got it? So now you can go here. Case. I'm creating one case. The RAM status equals to new case origin to the email. Here I'm selecting to the email. Then case reason equals to installation. Case reason equals to installation. Then click on save. Then click on save. I created one record inside the case. So what was the record ID? 1029. 1029. What was the record ID? 1029. Now we can go here, all the cases. Let me check whether the record was created or not. Just you can go here, open up, click on here, go. See here. So we got a 1029. We got a 1029. The name of ROM. But then after we created one more record. See here. One more record. Better. Open this record. Open this record. See here. Click on the details. Case origin to the form. New. Medium. So Shiva, how can I find out this one is a child record and so 1029 what we created, this is a parent one. Parent one. Right? See. Now we can go here page layout. Go here, page layout. Inside the page layout, so we have one field that is called what parent case. Scroll down. Where is parent? See here, parent case. Here we have parent case. Just you can drag and drop that parent case here. Now click on save. Click on here, save. See, my parent case number is 29. My child case is 30. Yes. So based on this 29, we created this record. We created this record. What a fine. Right. So whenever we created the record in the case, I created one more record in the case of it's same object, same object. Got it? What a fine. Let's go for the next example. See here we have opportunities. Here we have a opportunity. So whenever the opportunity is successfully closed, got it? So here we have stage, right? So closed on, closed out, the last stage, prospecting, qualification, need analysis, value, sub, closed on. Got it? So whenever my opportunity is closed successfully, what I have to do? I need to create a record inside the contact object. Got it? Right? So we are creating the record in opportunity and we are closing the opportunity. Right? Whenever the opportunity will be closed, I want to create a record inside the contract object. That is my first action. Second one is what? I need to inform to this owner, opportunity owner. Who is the owner? That is obviously she. I need to inform to the opportunity owner. Got it? Right? You are working on one object, you are creating record on another object. The same time you are sending the email also. Earlier what we did, so we seen only one action, that is creating the records. That is creating the records. Got it? That is creating the records. Now what I'm doing? So we are two actions. Two actions. Right? Let me explain here the case reason. Use case. What's that? Whenever an opportunity, whenever opportunity gets closed successfully, right? So what I have to do? What I have to do? I have two actions. The first one, a new contract, a new contract, and needs to be created automatically. A new contract needs to be automatically created for the opportunity, or else simply opportunity record. So whenever you provide account, you will get some confused. That is account object. Right? The second one is what? Notify the opportunity owner. Notify the opportunity owner. So this is my requirement. This is my requirement. Right? So when the opportunities gets closed, I want to create a record on contract. The same way I need to inform to the owner also. Where the opportunity was closed and we are giving this information to the contractor. Got it? So they will go for further. Got it? So once your training was successfully completed, the training department submitted the information to your resource manager. Got it? So they will cross check with your profile and the certification information, your experience and everything. And then after they're going to do the mark. Stage one, stage two, stage like that. Got it? Right. So now come here, then click on here new. So what's a process name? What's the process name? Auto create, contract, auto create a contract based on the based on opportunity, based on the opportunity, based on the opportunity. Got it? Same name, the API name also same. Copy, paste. I want to execute when the record changes. Save it. Done. So here you need to add the object. You need to add the object. Just click on add the object. Right. What was the object? That is opportunity. Select the opportunity. Select the opportunity. So when you want to start this one, so when the record was created, when the record was updated. Here, by defaultly, we cannot, get the, by default, we cannot get the stage equals to closed one. We have multiple stages. The first prospecting, then after like that, like that. The final step is what a closed one. So here we have a second option. And the record was created or edited. Right? So initially it will starts with the prospecting, then after the multiple edits, the finally it goes to the close. Right? So that's the reason I selected when the record was created or edited. Click on save. Done. Right? So next here my criteria. So what's that criteria? What's that criteria? Right? So whenever my stage is closed on, whenever my stage is closed on. So then only I want to create a record in the contract object. Got it? Come here, just click on add the criteria. So what's the criteria name? Opportunity, opportunity stage as closed on. Opportunity stage as closed on. Got it? So we have a criteria. So what's the criteria? Opportunity, opportunity stage, opportunity stage. Here we have stage. Inside this opportunity, we have a stage field that is pick list. Here the name is stage. Choose this equals to the what? Closed. Closed. We have only one condition, right? Then click on save. Then click on. Next, what I have to do? What was the action I have to do? I want to, I want to create a record, but create a record in another object. Right? Earlier, see, as of now, the opportunity and the condition, we see same thing as like a case. Now what I'm doing? Now here also we are creating the record, but not in a opportunity object. Right? Here we are calling contract. CONTR. Here contract. Right? In contract object, we are creating this. So what was the action name? Create a new contract. Create a new contract. So we are creating the record in another object, not in the same object. In a previous example, we see the same object. Now, So whenever you're creating the contract, so what was the mandatory fields? Go here, contract, click on here, new. Here we have a account name, and the status, contract start date, and the contractor. Okay, so here we have a four mandatory fields. Four mandatory fields. Just you can add a four fields. See here. Next, the first one is what? That is a account name. Account name. Nothing but what? Account ID. Account ID. Got it. See here. So whenever we created an opportunity, then after the opportunities gets closed, opportunities gets closed, we are creating the record under contract. Means what? I have a relation between a contract and a opportunity. So here, the account ID here, I'm selecting field reference. So whatever the opportunity you are opened and you are closed, means what? Updated. So that for that record, we are creating the right? Come here and here, type a account ID. See here. So whatever the opportunity you are closing, whatever the opportunity you are closing for that account ID, we are providing here for this contract. The next one is your status. Status equals to status equals to. Later, we are providing just a draft. Status equals to draft. Then after, what's the next field? The contractor start date. The contractor start. Come here, just you can type a contractor start date. Right, a contract start date. So when you want to start this one, so whenever the opportunity is closed, got it. So whenever the opportunity is closed, so from that date onwards, I'm starting this contract. Got it. So whenever the opportunity is closed on, from that date onwards, I'm starting a new contract. So once your training was completed, then you were going for the marketing. Right? So when we started the marketing, so once you completed your training, got it? And then after a term, contractor, simple number, this time providing like a 9 months. Then click on save. Okay, click on save. Then you need to activate this. Yes, confirm. What a fine. Right? So now, next. So what we did, we created a record in the contract. Next, I need to notify the opportunity owner. I need to inform to the opportunity owner. I need to inform to the opportunity. Got it? Right? So come here. We have a add another action. We have a add another action. So to deactivate. Got it? Here we have a another action is then we can add another action. Ah, why another action? Not available. Add action. Add action. Then click on add action. Click on add action. Now what we have to do? So we need to notify the owner. How? With the help of email alerts. Come here, select here, email alerts, email alerts, email alerts. So what was the name? Notify, notify opportunity owner, notify opportunity owner. Got it? See here. Select an existing email alert or you want to create a new one. You want to create a new one. So click on here, new one. Here you can create a new email alert. Got it. Here we already have instructions to the new student now. We can call that one, right? Whether it is work or not. So the name instructions to the new. Now, right, for this object, we need to click on here, new email alert, notify opportunity owner, notify opportunity owner. We created that one on students. So that's why it's not available. Got it? The object is what? Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Select the opportunity and the email template. Right? You can call that like whatever you want, something like right. So to which user, selecting all, scroll down here. I'm entering my current one. Um, .com at the rate gmail.com. I'm sending these users along with for this one also. Click on save. Done. Got it? So notify opportunity order. Come here, type here single letter or single O, notify opportunity. Okay? I got the notify opportunity owner email alert. Now click on save. Got it? So now I'm executing two actions. I'm executing two actions. Got it? Then click on activate. Click on activate. So whenever in the opportunity object, whenever the stage is closed on, right? What I have to do, I need to create a contract and I need to notify the opportunity owner. I need to notify the opportunity owner. Got it? So now you can go here UI, go here opportunities, go here opportunities. Just you can open any one of the opportunity. For example, just you can open this opportunity. So what was the stage here we have? What was the stage here we have? That is a decision makers. That is decision maker. What I'm doing, just I'm clicking on here, edit. I'm going to change the stage to the closed on, closed on. Change the stage to the closed on. Right? Whenever the opportunity gets closed successfully, I want to execute these two actions. Right? Then click on save, save. Then here, close this opportunity, closed on. Action number one, right? Create a contract. Action number two, inform to the owner, right? I provided my email ID there. Come here, just you can refresh it. See here, I got it. See here, a new SA sales something we provided something, so that is the same thing. 0 minutes back. Got it. I got the email notification. The next one is what? I want to create a record in contract object also. Contract. Go here, contracts. Go here, contracts. Just you can go here, all the contracts. See here, we got one. We got one this any point, right? Just you can open this. See, got a point? So whenever we created the contract it get closed automatically. We are creating a record inside the account with the same name. See here, account name is Chinipon. Got it? Go here, contract. As of now, how many contracts we have? Only two. Only go here, opportunities. Go here, opportunities. Then click on new. I'm creating a record that is ABC, close date, and the stage is something qualification. Right? Click on save. Click on save. Now, now click on edit. Come here. The stage I'm making closed on. Click on save. Required fields is missing. Right? What was the required fields? What was the required fields here? Status, contact address, Account name here I'm providing like ABC. Click on save. Got it. So we created the record in the opportunity and we closed on. Now we can go here, contracts. So we got one record that is ABC. See here, ABC. Here, October 2nd. Got it? Later. So they executed two actions. Now we can go here one more time for this email alert. See here, I got one more email. 0 minutes back. Got a point. Later. So we created the recorded one object and we did some operations on that object and automatically the contract will be created. Got it? Got a point? Next, I use a use case. Third one. We just created the same object in another object. Whenever an account gets deactivated, whenever accounts gets deactivated, update all its related updates, all its related open opportunities to closed lock. Let's see. Go here accounts. Go here accounts. We have edge communication. Open the edge communication. As of now, the edge communication record is under active here. The active is yes. For these edge communications, we have opportunities. We have four opportunities. So what was the stage of these four opportunities? Decision makers, closed one, closed one, closed one. So whenever I deactivated this record and automatically I want to update this stage equals to closed lost. Got it? So whenever the account is deactivated, whenever the account is deactivated, whenever the account is deactivated, I want to update the stage in opposite. Earlier we created the record. Now we are updating the records. We are updating the record. Let me see the same thing. Click on new. Click on new. On which object we are writing? On which object we are writing? Obviously that is a account. So what was the name? Update opportunity stage based on the account. So whenever the record changes, save it. On which object we are working? That is accounts object. Come here, add the account. Add the account. Right, we are editing. Right, already the record was created. Here we have S. I want to make it no. Means what? The record changes. The record change. Save it. Done. Next, my criteria. My criteria. So whenever this field equals to no, active equals to no, click on add the criteria. So what's that? On account to deactivation. On account deactivation. So we have a field that is active or not here. Active equals to no. Got it? So whenever the active equals to no, means what? That is deactivated. Account was deactivated. Then what I have to do? I need to update the records. Where? In the opportunity. Got it? Click on add action. That action is what? Update records. Update the records. Got it? Update update related opportunity record. Update related opportunity record. Right? So here I'm selecting, see here. So select the account record or select the related account. The first option is what? Same object. Second option is what? Another object. Got it? Related account. For account object, a relation with the contact opportunities cases. Right? For the account object, we have relation, see here. Contacts, opportunities, cases of. Right? So now what I'm doing, I'm selecting a related account. What's that related account? Opportunity. Right? Not in the same object, not in the same object. Right? In the another object, we're updating this. Another object updating. In what situation you are updating boss? Or what situation you are updating boss? Got a point? Right? In what situation you are got it? So select update the records to meet. Select the update the record. Got it? You're closing this one? No. So whenever the record was closed equals to false, that time I want to update the stage, stage, stage. Stage equals to closure lost. Stage equals to closure lost. Got a point? So in the account object, right? So when the record was deactivated, I need to update the stage in the opposite. Click on save. Click on they completed. My action was completed. Got it? Now click on activate. Confirm. Now you can go here edge communication. Now you can go here edge communication. Refresh the record. Refresh the record. Just you can observe carefully. Just you can observe carefully. As of now, this is the value, right? As of now, this is the value, the stage. Just you can observe. Now what I'm doing? So just I'm making this active equals to no. Click on edit. I'm deactivating this record. I'm deactivating this record. The account object edge communication. Then click on save. We return that one now. Click on save. Now you can go here, the opportunity. See here, we got only one closure lost. We got only one closure lost. See, just you can observe. The first one, decision makers, that will be closure lost, and the rest of the three will be the same. Why? Because so once it is closed one, we cannot make it as a closure lost. The logic. Got it? So once it is a closed O, right, we cannot make it a closure lost. Got a point? Got a point? So once you closure successfully, we cannot make it that one as closure loss, right? So that's the reason. Got a point? Got it? Any doubts up to this point?
Shiva, actually, if our application is in Classic and if there is any requirement that is not fulfilled with the workflow rule, we have to do the with Process Builder. So, what is the option? How to do that?
The topics we have in the Classic, the same topics will be available in Lightning also. Don't worry. Just to click on here, switch to Lightning Experience.
Okay. So in real time, the application is in Classic, and if there is any requirement, can we do it in Lightning? Can we do in real time?
Both are right. We can go ahead with the Lightning or Classic also. See here, just we can go here, or else first we can click on here, setup. Click on here, setup. Then you can go here. What's that? Workflows. See, workflow rules. Click on that workflow rule. The same options is available. Any changes? No. See, what was the workflow rule we created in Classic? The same workflow will be available here also.
Oh,
See, basically the difference between the Classic and Lightning is that is UI, user interface. So what was the UI here? You were able to see that is different UI in Classic is different. And one more point, the changes will be happen in development only, not in administration. The administration, what are the things you discussed? Every point, for example, process builder. Come here, process. See the process builder. Process builder. Click on the process builder. So what are the process you created? Those process available here also.
okay. And if we have any requirement that can we do it in workflow rule as well as process builder, which one is better to go for, like workflow rule or process builder?
That is based on your requirement. Okay,
Oh, okay.
based on your requirement. See
Like
nowadays, we are not using workflows. Why? Because so inside the workflow, what we are doing, sending the emails and updating the fields and assigning the task. The same things we can do in process builder also.
okay.
Right? The same thing we can do the process builder. So that's why we are not using workflows. That
Outbound message, there is no option in process builder, right?
yes. In the process builder, we don't have that options. That's the reason still the workflows will be available in our org.
But close, okay.
Flows is different.
Oh, okay.
Flows and flows is different.
Okay.
Oh, what was the time? 7:30 only. 6:30, 7:30. Oh, 1 hour. Okay. Next, come to the next exam. Next example. So we see in a approval process. We see in a approval. Got it? What's that? Using process builder, using process builder, right? Comma, auto submit, auto submit records for approval, records for approval. Got it? Using a process builder, auto submit the records for the approval. Auto submit the. Got it? So on which object we did this approval process? On which object we did this approval process? Have any idea? That is on payments, right? Now, jump to the classic. I'm creating one more approval, one more approval on the payments, approval process, payments. Click on Jumpstart. I'm using Jumpstart. So this is what for process builder. This example for the process builder. So what's my condition? My condition is so whenever the transaction date mode of payment, whenever the mode of payment equals to check, whenever the mode of payment equals to check, then automatically I want to assign to the one user, that is Krishna. Got it? Then click on save. Then click on save. Right? I'm not doing anything. Right? I'm not doing anything. Just I'm showing the example. Right? It should be active one. Active. Now we can go here. Payments. I'm creating one record. I'm creating one record. The student name is something Ram. Got it. The mode of payment is check. Then click on save. Then click on save. See here we have submit for approval button. So when now clicking on here submit for approval button, then only the record was submitted. Then only the record was submitted. Later. So now what I'm doing, I am creating a process builder to automate this approval process. Whenever the criteria will be met, automatically the record was submitted. Let's see. The process builder, click on new, click on new. Later. So what's that? Auto submit, auto submit, payment record, auto submit, payment record. So this is on which object we are writing? That is the payments object. So whenever the record was changes, save it. Done. So here you need to add the object. So what's that object? That is a payment. Whenever the record was created or whenever the record was edited, the both the can save it. Now here you need to add the criteria. Click on add the criteria. What's that? What's that? Mode is mode is set. Mode is set. Whenever the payment mode is set. Later. So here in the payment object, we have a mode of payment. We have a mode of payment. Mode of payment equals to the got it. Mode of payment is then click on save. Then click on save. Then what I have to do? The action, go here action, submit in the record. So here we have submit for approval. Submit for approval. Select the submit for approval. So what was the action name? What was the action name? Auto submit the record. Auto submit the record. Right. So what was the approval process name? What was the approval process name? Right. So we created one approval process that is for filter. Right. Select this one and specific for a process. Right. Why? Because inside the payments object, so we can build so many approval process. So which approval process you need to automate? Got it. Right. Who is the submitter? Who is the submitter? The current user. The submission comments. Right. The record submitted through process builder. The record submitted with the process builder. A simple notification. Just a comment. Click on save. Click on save. Then to activate this, yes. Go back to the payments. Go back to the payment. I'm creating a new record. I'm creating a new record. The name of Venkat and the transaction date. And here the mode of payment is check. Then click on save. Whenever it is checked and automatically submitted to the Krishna. See here, automatically submitted. I didn't click on submit for approval. I didn't click on that submit for approval. Here, 737. See, automatically I sent. Automatically I sent. What was the comment here? The record submitted through the process builder. The record submitted through the process builder. Got it. The record submitted to the process builder. Right. As of now, what was the actions we seen? As of now, what was the actions we seen? The first one is what? The first one is what? So whenever the record was created, we seen that action. First action, what we seen? That is create a record, create a record, same object, and another object, another object. We seen email alerts also. We seen email alerts also. Here we send the email alerts. Then here we updated the record. Later, the third one is what? We updated the record. And fourth one is what? Fourth one is what? Submit for approval. Submit for submit for. So we can't see Apex now, right? We can't see this Apex. We can't see this Apex. Why? Because it write the code. Got it. So we'll see this Apex later. Next, can't see this Apex. And we can't see this script also. This third-party integration. We can't see these two actions now. Right? Apex is nothing but what? After completion of the development, I will tell you right how the program will be executed. Now I written any program now. You can understand that. Got it. The next coming to the next use case. The next yes. So we cannot see the flows also now. Why? Because we need to create the flow. Can't see flow. Started okay. Can new another process custom. Then we can do. My use case is what? When a new account, when a new account record, okay, so gets created, when a new account recorder gets created, right? So what I'm doing inside the account object, we have address. In the address, we have state. Address state. If the state equals to New York, state equals to New York. So what I have to do? The state equals to New York. What I have to do? The first one, notify account owner. So send the email alert. Second one, create a task for account owner. Right? So create a task for the account. If the state equals to NA. Next, if the state equals to GA, Georgia, then what I have to do? I need to update the field. Update the field. Update the field. Which field? Which field? Which field? Which field? Okay, so here I have website now. Just I'm going to update the website. Update the website as www.ga.com. www.ga. See here, as of now, we provided only one condition, but now here we provided two conditions. Two conditions. Later, if we provided here two conditions, only two conditions, yeah, we can go for the another condition also. There are multiple conditions. How many conditions you want? Got it. So let me see this example with the two conditions. With the two conditions. Filter, do all processes, click on new, with the process builder. What was the name? What was the name? Account creation, account creating, multi-step action. Got it? Multi-step action. Save it. Later, the account object, on which object? That is account object. Select the account object. See here, the system is asking, so boss, why you are creating an account object? In the account object, we have one process. You can go and add it. You can go and add it because the conditions will be different. The object is same. The condition is different. Got it? So, but I will tell you in the different example, and later we can club together. Click on the save. Click on. So, what's that? Add a criteria. State. State is New York and why? State is New York. Right? Come here. Here we have a state is there. Okay. So, which state? Building state or shipping state? We'll consider building state. If the building state equals to, if the building state equals to NY. If the building state equals to NY. See here, the state equals to NY. So what I have to do, what's my condition? Notify the owner and the task. Notify the owner, nothing but what? Email alert. Come here, select email alerts. We don't have any email alert. We need to create it for the account, right? Click on new alert here. Email template, we are selecting manager approval wizard on account object, account on notify account owner. Then come here, notify account owner. Notify account. The action name is what? Notify account owner. Click on save. Click on save. The first action was done. Then second action is what? The task. Second action is what? Task. Later, click on add action. Here, task is also come to the record. Later, create a new record. The action is what? Assign the record type is what? Task. The record type is what? Task. The record type is what? Task. Assign to which person? Assign to which person? So in the account object, what was the record we are creating for that record? Right? For that record. See here in the account object, what was the owner? Right? What was the owner created a record in the account? You have two options, the priority and the status. The priority is of course high priority and status equals to what? That is not at start, not at start. Done. Save it. Got it? So whenever the state equals to New York, so we did two actions. That is notify the account owner, I send a task. The next one. Right? When the state is GA, the second one is what? When the state is GA, criteria. State is GA. For the GA, what I have to do? For the GA, what I have to do? I need to update the field. That is building state. Building state equals to string GA. Save it. See here, in the account object, just you can observe this diagram. In the account object, if the state equals to NA, this piece of process will execute. If the state equals to sorry, NY, this piece of a process will execute. If GA, this piece of a process will execute. Got it? We have multiple steps, multiple. Then after add the action. So what I have to do? I need to update the field. Right? Update the field. What's that? Update website. Update a website. The record type is what? The same object. Right? Inside the account object only, I need to update. Inside the account object only, I need to update. So what was the field? That is a website. The website equals to string double double dot ga dot com. Done. Save it. My criteria will be done. So whenever we created a new record, the state equals to NY, notify the record owner, create a task. If it is GA, update this field. If any other values, we can go continuation. We can add one more condition also. No problem. But for other states, right? There is no action like we'll use that one, right? Come here, add the criteria, right? State for other states, what I have to do? No criteria. Save it. We are not providing any criteria. Here NY, here GA, here no criteria. No criteria. Next step. So here also, here what I'm doing, I'm updating the field, updating the record. Right? So inside the account object, we have description. I'm updating the description. Update description. Update this. The record type is what? In the same. The same account. No criteria. What the description? DESC. Yeah, account description. String. What's that? No criteria. For other states. For other states. Simply I'm updating this value there. Save it. So now here we have three criteria, three conditions. If other state, what I have to do? Update, update, update the field description as what we provided the same value. Done. Then after click on activate. Yes, my process is the active condition. Active condition. Got it. So next one is what? Go and check it. Come here, account object. I'm creating one record. I'm creating one record. Got it. Here in the building state, what I'm doing, I'm providing NY, New York. Click on save. Click on save. NY. Then immediately I'm sending one notification to the user. See here, payment approval notification. We added there 0 minutes back. Got it? The next one is what? We created one task also, right? We created one task also. Go to your home page. Go to your home page. Scroll down. See here we have task. Or else in the same record also, in the bottom here we have task. So we didn't add it there. Right? We didn't add it there. Here, come here, the new task. No name, nothing is there. Just I created the task. Just I created the task. Got it? We created one task. The next, if in the case the state equals to GA, state equals to GA. Click on OK, save it. I want to update. I want to update this website. Why it is not updated? I think we provided created. right? The record was created. When the record was created, click on new something. If the state equals to GA, click on save, and automatically I want to update the website. See here, website equals to georgia.com. Got it? So other than any state, I want to update the description. Here state is ABC. Other than any state, I want to update this description. Click on save, scroll down, say description, see here for other states. For other, got a point. For other states, automatically updated. So here we have multiple steps, multiple conditions. Whenever you're meeting the criteria, you're executing you're executing that piece of got it, got the point. Better. The next one. Whenever opportunity gets closed, gets closed, post to startup, post to startup. So whenever the opportunity is closed, whenever the lead was closed successfully, what I have to do? I need to post that information. I need to post that information in the startup. In the got it? Go back the process. We all process the new. Continue with the process builder. So what is this? Post to charter. Post to charter for closed closed own option, right? Only for the closed own option. Whenever the record change, save it. Got it? On which object? That is opportunity object. Go here, find out the opportunity. Whenever the record was created or edited, save it. Next, the criteria. The criteria. What's that criteria? The when the opportunities is closed on, right? Opportunity page is closed on. Save it. Now, coming to the action. Coming to the action. Got it? Coming to the action. So come here. Here we have post to chat. Post to post to chatter. So what was the name? Congrats to opportunity owner. Congrats to opportunity owner. Got it. So post to which user? Post to here we have user or charter group of district. I'm selecting the user. Later. So which user here we have a search for the user. We have Shiva is there. We got Shiva. Then here you need to provide the message. Right, a post to chat is nothing but what? You are providing some message. You are providing some a message. Got it? See here. Later. Hey, and then after here we can provide a opportunity name. Opportunity name. Got it? Hey, you can do one thing. Here we can remove this, right? So here I'm showing Shiva, and here I want to show the opportunity record. Which record we close. Got it. So hey Shiva means what is the owner of this opportunity, and then opportunity name. You got it. Then click on save. Done. Okay. Click on activate. Click on activate. Got it. So now you can go here. The opportunity. Click on new. I'm creating one opportunity. The name is Kumar. The stage is what as of for something. Click on save. Click on save. The next what I'm doing, click on edit. I want to close this case. Closed one. Then click on save. See what happened. The contract is as of now inactive. Where it is contract. Make it deactive. Right. Then click on edit. The active one is possible. Click on save. Here we updated. See here, Shiva closes this opportunity and close. Now you can go here charter. Go here charter. See here, hey Shiva, congratulations also after successfully closing opportunities. Yeah, we need to provide some commas as well. Automatically, I posted that information in the charter. Automatically, I posted that information. Got a point. Automatically, I posted that information in charter. So whenever the opportunity closed, means what? Not only closed, whenever you're meeting the criteria, you can do anything. You can do anything. Got a point, right? So this is called the what? A post to charter. The post to charter. Post to charter. Got a point. Creating the records we see, email exchange, post to charter, process actions, sending custom notification, submit for approval, scene, update. The pending is what? Sending custom notification and quick action. The process, right? Okay. So we'll see quick actions. We'll see quick actions. Use case. Quick action. What is the meaning of quick action? See here. So whenever I created a new campaign, I want to create a group. Got it? Whenever a new campaign, gets created, got it? Gets created a private, a private charter group. A private charter group should be automatically created. Automatically. Got it? So whenever a new campaign gets right. Come here, go here the processes. Click on the whole process. This one is in active stage. You can make it active inactive like a workforce. Click on new. What is this? Auto create a whenever the campaigns create means what that is record. On which object? That is the campaigns object. Only one time. Click on save. Only one time. Click on save. The criteria, no criteria. I'm not providing any criteria. not providing any credit. Save it. Then after, add the action. What was the action? That is a quick action. That is a quick action. Got it? So, new charter, new charter, new charter. Come here, select here the global actions, create a new record, create a new record. So here, what we want, what type of record we want to create, that is a new group. That is new. We are creating a new group. So what was the group name? What was the group name? So based on the campaign name what you provided, I want to create the group name also with that name only, right? Come here, then you can make it as a field reference. Then what's that? The campaign name what you provided with the same name, I want to create a group. The access type, that is private, public or private, private. Save it, save it. Done. Click on active, confirm. Got it. So click on active, confirm. Now we can go back to the campaigns. Click on new. I'm creating one new campaign. Got it. So X U V 700. Then active, active, save it. No conditions, no criteria. Go here charters. Go here charters. Here I have groups. Click on that groups. Hey, what happened? The group is not created. Why? Oh, got it. Under the my groups we got it. So here it shows all the group now. Here, my groups. XUV 700, that is private. My groups. We created this group now. That's my. Got it? So what we see? What we see? Post to charter and quick action. Quick actions. Got a point? So what are the things pending? Process, pending custom notification. Pending custom notification, nothing but what? In the lightning here, you are able to see the bell icon. Got it? Bell icon. See this one. Bell icon. This is called the what? Notification. Called the notification. So whenever one user submitted the record or whenever you close something, right here I want to show this notification like that. See here, an approval request for the payment is rejected. 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 Got it. So like what was the notification here? We got it. So we need to send the notification. We need to send the notification. So whenever the criteria will be met, whenever the criteria will be met, that is called the what? Custom notification. Process is nothing but what? Process is nothing but what? I created one process. I created one process. I want to invoke that process to the invoke that process to another process. That is process. Here the same as the flow also. I created one flow. Right? I will invoke that flow with the help of a process. Process is nothing but what? One process will start the another process. Flow is nothing but what? One process will start the another flow. Apex is nothing but what? We're executing the apex. We're executing the apex. So send okay. Okay, shalom. So now a use case. So what is the use case? Using process builder, using a process builder, right? To build and use invocable process. Invocable, invocable process. See here, invocable process is nothing but what? So first here I already created one process. Process one is there. Here we have a process two is there. Process two is right. So invocable process is nothing but what? process one, okay, starts a process, got it? Invocable is nothing but process one starts a process, got it? So for this, what we have to do? So we need to create some pre-request data. Let's log into Salesforce. So on which object we can do?
I can't hear you, Shiva. Are you saying?
Yeah.
Not, I'm not speaking about it.
Oh, all right.
In the pre-request for this example. So I'm creating one category. That category I created three values. The category is done. Now come here, country, position. Now let's see. Let's see. Click here. Mm, When a new instructor, when a new instructor a record gets created, records get created. Let's see. If the instructor is training, if the instructor is training, so what you have to do? Point number one, action number one. Okay, notify the record owner. Got it? We need to send a email to the record owner. What a fine. We need to send a email to the record owner, and then after two, create a event. Create a event for the record owner. Create a record for the owner. Got a fine. Next, third one. Create a task for the record owner. The first one is what? Sending the email. Second one is what? Creating the event. Third one is what? Task. Third one is what? Task. Got a point? The next. Next one is what? Send out an email. Send out an email to instructor instructor with the instructor guidelines. With the instructor guidelines. Got it? So here I have a four actions. Here I have a how many actions? Four actions. Here I have a four actions. If this guy is training, if this guy is training. Next, second one. If not training, if this guy is not training, but in category one, category one, if there is not training, but category one. Got a point? Right? So for this, what I have to do? For this, what I have to do? Same actions, copy, copy. Right? So here, what I have to do? Here I'm going to add one more thing. That is the fifth one. Send out email instructions for category one. Category one. Here also. The fifth one. Send out email instructions for general general instructor information. Got it? Next, third one. Third one. What's the third one? If not trainee, but in category two. Got it? So not in trainee, but in category two. For this, what I have to do? Same thing. Copy, paste here. Here, you need to send a category to info. You need to send a category. Now, here you can observe one point. So whenever the instructor is trainee, what I have to do? I need to write 5 actions. Then here 5 actions, here 5 actions. Totally how many actions? Totally how many actions? 15 actions. 15 actions. Got a point? So we need to build a 15 actions. Now what I'm doing, see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is common. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is common. Now what I'm doing, so just I'm creating a process one. Process one. In this process one, just I'm providing a 1 to 4 actions. 1 to 4 actions. Then after, in the process two, the process two, what I'm doing, I'm calling the process one instead of a 1 to 4. Instead of a 1 to 4, I'm calling that a process here. Got it? So 1 to 4, what we have here? 1 to 4, what we have here? Right, for this 1 to 4, I'm creating one process. I'm creating one process. For the 1 to 4, I'm creating one process. Got it? For the 1 to 4, I'm creating one process. And rest of the things here I'm calling. So inside the process 2, right? The first action, what I'm doing, I am calling process 1 plus. So what was the action here we have? That is a fifth action. Fifth action. And here also, for the second one, process 1 plus fifth action. The third one, process 1 plus fifth action. Here, how many actions? 3, 3. 6 plus 4, 10. So the concept is what? So inside the one process, I'm calling another process. Inside one process, I'm calling another a process. The blue color thing here marked, this one is what? Inworkable process. Inworkable. Got it. So let's see the same example. Let's see same example. Go to a process builder, click on setup, and we need to create some set of email templates for this. So we'll see process builder. Process builder. Click on that process builder. Click on new. Continue with the process. The name is what? A new instructor actions. What's the process name? New instructor action. Right. So here what I'm doing? Here what I'm doing? So when it will be executed? When it will be executed? Right. Invoked by the another process. Right. When it will be executed? Invoked by the another. Got a point? Come here. Select here. It's invoked by another process. The process one is not executed directly here. See here. The process one is not executed direct. Got it? So when it will be executed, inside the process two, the process one is executed. Inside the process two, the process one is executed. So that's why here I selected it's invoked by the another process. Click on save. Next, the object, that is what? Instructor object. Select the instructor. Select the instructor. Then click on save. Next, the criteria. The criteria. Right. So when you want to execute this one, you're providing any criteria for this? Providing any criteria for this? No. I'm not providing any criteria. See here. For this blue color, I'm not providing any criteria. But in process 2, I'm calling the trainee or not trainee, category 1, not trainee, category 2. Got it? In this process 1, for the blue color, right, we are not calling any criteria. So just you can make it as a no criteria. Just you can go back, no criteria. No criteria. Now, so what are the 4 actions here we have? The first one, notify the record owner. Notify the record owner. Click on add action. How can I notify? With the help of email alert. Right? So notify the record owner. Email. We don't have any email. Just click on this email alert. Click on new alert for that instructor object. And notify the record owner and On which object? That is instructor object. Select the instructor object and email template. We'll do email template also. There is the communication templates, classic email templates. Click on new email templates. Next. The name here I'm providing the subject name. Process 1. Notify the record owner. Process 1. Notify the record owner. Right? We can understand easily. This is inside the process 1, the first one. Okay. So here in this email alerts, the email template, just I'm selecting process 1, not the template. So which users will receive? Every user. Here I'm writing my email address. Then click on. Got it. Now we can come here. So why it is not refreshing? Not getting process one we created, right? Go back, click on add action. Come here, select the email alerts. We created for the instructor. Huh, why it is not? Oh, notify the record owner, right? The name is what? Notify the record owner. Notify the record owner. Save it. So we added a first action. Second one is what? Create an event for the record owner. Event. Event is nothing but what? Where the event will be available. Where the event will be available. Event is nothing but what? So one of the record. Event is nothing but what? One of the record. Got it. Come here. Just click on here. New record. And here you can find out the event object. Event. Event. Create an event. Create an event. So when the event date and time start, date and time start. Now we put our some waste. Okay, come here, select the formula, and what I'm doing, so just I'm writing a simple formula whenever we are closing now, today, plus one day I'm use this formula. Okay, so when it will be end, whenever you are closed, and then after 1 day. Next one is what assign to. Assign to which one? Just I'm going to assign to this person only, that is owner. Done. Next one is what start date. So when your start date, when you're starting formula, today we are starting. Today is nothing but what? How can I today? Now. Use this formula. Done. Fine. So we created the event. The start date is today and end date is tomorrow. Assigned to the instructor owner, instructor record owner. Save it. The second one also completed. Next, send a email to the instructor with the instructor guidelines. With the instructor guidelines. Instructor guidelines. For this instructor guidelines, what I have to do, I need to create one more email template, right? Click on new template. Next, the variable if I use, the subject is what? Process one instructor guidelines. The body also I'm writing same thing. Done. Save it. Obviously, it will show error because we need to provide the API. Go back, click on tab. Save it, save it, save it. Done. Now you can come here. Third action, right? Click on email alert, instructor guidelines, right? Instructor guidelines, instructor guidelines. Click on create one. Click on a new email alert. Process one instructor guideline that is on instructor object template. Here we need to select instructor guidelines to all the people, and here I'm adding my email also. Save it. Now you can go back here. Relationship. Come on. This is take some time to refresh. This one instructor guidelines. Let's come here. Okay, so meanwhile you can go for the task. Okay, so we are creating fourth action, that is a task. Come here for the task. What was the action? Create a new record. The type is a new task. The assign to field difference, right? To which user? That is the owner. We are assigning to the owner. The priority is high. The status is not yet started. Save it. Done. We added a fourth, right? Now you can come here. Email alerts. It is not coming. Notify the recorder is coming. Why it is not coming? This one. We'll see. We'll see. Click on edit. Every user. Process one. Object is instructor. Right? Everything is good. Click on save. Click on save. It is not coming. Okay, we'll try like this. Not found. Click on save. Accept. Guide. I change the name. Instructor guideline. System is getting some confused with the email alert and list. Okay. So now see here. Okay. Bro. See here how many actions we added? Four actions. Four actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now activate. Now activate. Done. So here, what are the thing here? Blue color highlighted. That is process one. Right. The process one. Right. So we created the process. Next. Next, what I have to do? Right. So here I'm creating one more process builder. One more process builder. Click on new. Go with the process builder. Process build new actions two. Inside this two, I'm calling one. So when this one is when the record when the record changes. Whenever we created the record, so that time we are executing this one. That time we are executing. Add the object. So what was the object? That is the instructor object. Instructor object. The record was created or edited. Click on save. Done. The criteria. So what's the first criteria? What's the first criteria? If this guy is training, if training, if this guy is training, this guy is training, I want to execute this, right? Now, so what was the condition here? What was the a condition here? The instructor object, the trainee. How can I define the trainee? Under the position, right? Under the position, tick list, this guy is trying. Got it? This guy is trying. Then coming to the actions. Coming to the actions. So first what I'm doing, I'm selecting process. I'm invoking the process one. I'm invoking process one. Got it? The process one. So what was the process name? See here, new instructor actions we created earlier now. So that one is available. That one is available. Got it? So automatically it will be executed. So here in this object, right? So in this instruct object, I want to right the field the reference in the instructor object. For the instructor object only, I'm executing this process. Next, coming to the add action. What was the second action? Send a email instruction for the general instructor information. For this, I'm creating one more email. Click on new text. I created one template. Come here. The type is email alert and create a new one, new template. Sorry, email template here. We can call general instruction, right? So all the users, the object is instructor object. Save it. What's the name? So here, general instructions. Okay, general instruction information. Click on save. Right? If this guy is tiny, if this guy is tiny, I'm executing this. If this guy is tiny, I'm executing this. Got it. The next one. Next one. Add a criteria. So what's that criteria? What's that criteria? If this guy is not tiny, but in category one, not tiny, but in a category. So what was the conditions? What was the condition? Here we have a position object is there. In this position object equals to not tiny. Not tiny. This we can go for the ABX. I'm providing not tiny ABX. Next step. Then here I'm adding one more field. So what's that? What's that field? Here the category is category one. Got it. So in this instructor object, we have a one category. Category equals to category one. Save it. Save it. Then this time also what I'm doing, the first I'm calling the process. I'm calling the process. Here, what I have to do, new instructor actions. Just I'm calling that. So here, on which object? The same object. Select. You got a point. Later. The next one is what I need to add a one more action. I need to add one more action. So what's that action? Send out the instructions for the category one. Right? So category one. Go here, the email template, create a, where it is, where it is. Email template, click on new. What's that category one instruct? So what are the repeated functionality we have? That repeated functionality will be comes under process one. Got it. The process one, the repeated functionality we are uploading. The email alerts, click on new one, click on new template, first category one. Save it. What happened? Object. Oh, done. Come here. Instructors for the category one. Save it. Done. Next, coming to the third one. Coming to the third one. Third one is what? If this guy is not tiny, but in category two. Not tiny in category two. What's that? Position. In the position object, position field, ABX. This time probably ABX, not tiny. Next, this guy is what? Category two. Category. Save it. So for this time also, I need to execute the process one. Here also, I need to execute a process one. New instruction actions, and for the same object, click on save. Then after here, I'm adding one more action. So what's that? Send the instruction. Send the instructions for the category 2. Got it? Send the instructions for the category. You're not getting confused? Total confusion. Watch the videos once again. Okay, so then you can understand easily. Admin is simple. Right? A day after tomorrow onwards, we are starting development. Okay. Then, okay, email alerts. Click on new one, new email alert. Object is instructor object template category to information. The people. So my entire second process also for now it's completed. What was the name we provided? Oh, category, category 2. Save it. See here, in this process 2, I call the process 1. I call the process. Click on activate, confirm. So now my process 2 also under active condition. Process 2 also under active condition. Now we can go here, instructor object and create a record. Click on new. So what's the first one? This guy is training. Position is training. I'm at a position is training. That's enough. Got it. So here I'm providing the instruction name is Shiva. The country is something India. I'm not providing any category. Click on save. Click on save. Got it. Click on save. So when it is saved, notify the record owner means what we are sending one email and create an event from the record owner. Second one, sending the email alerts and creating the task and creating the task. Why it is not coming here? Task, a new task for this record. Why? Why? Go here, home. Here, under the task, here we got it. Under the task, this one is opposite. Happen. Okay, let me see. Go here, see here, process 1, notify the record owner. Process 1, instructor guidelines and the general instruction information. See here, the blue color will be process 1 and here the general instructor information also executed. Got it? Means what process 1 is in work and a process 2 also in work. Process 1 is in work and a process 2 also in work. See here, I got the same thing. This is for process 1, this is for the process 2. Process 2. Right? So now what I have to do? I want to create one more a record here. If this guy is not, if this guy is not a trainee and comes under category 1, comes under a category 1. Click on save, click on save. So now this time also, I will receive email. Come here, see here, notify the record owner. Process 1 is getting refresh. And here we got a new email that is instructions for the category 1. Instructions for the category 1. See here, instruction for the category 1. The process 1. See here, we have 2. Means what? For the first, we have got 1 and now here 1. 2. See here, I got an instruction for the category 2 also. Means what? Process 1 is executed and a process 2 also executed. Process 2 also. Now, this guy is not trainee, but comes under category 2. But comes under a category to save it. Got it. So this time also the process one is executed and a process two also executed. See here, process one we got 3 3 and here process two instruction for the category instructions for the category two. So what was the repeated functionality we have? So what was the repeated functionality we have? So those repeated functionalities will be available in process one. Got it? That is invocable by the another process. So when it will be started, what was the right action we selected there? Invocable by the another process. Invocable by the another process. Got a point? So this is about the most important action that is called the water process. That is called the water. The same way here, the invoked by the flow also. Right? We are creating one flow. So instead of here process one, what we are doing, we are creating the flow. The flow will be executed. The full flow will be executed with the help of the process. Right? So when I want to start, this process, right? Sorry, when I want to start this flow, that will be defined by the that will be defined by the script is different, right? So for that we need to do a lot of pre-work. So not necessary. Don't worry. I will send the recorded video to you. Okay. So later I will prepare a recorded video and I will share it. So Apex is nothing but what? So we are going to write the code. The code will be executed with the help of with the help of process. Under the actions we have Apex is then just you can select the Apex and there. So what was the class you created? You need to call that class. And here send custom notification. Right. So one more thing is what? Send a custom notification. Send a custom notification. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm getting.
We can't hear you. Are you there? Hello?
I think he's away.
I think
Yeah.
Okay, done. So sending the custom notification. So what's the meaning of sending custom notification? Here, so whenever we created the record, whenever we edit the record, so every time if you send the email letter, so that is very difficult. That is very difficult, right? So that's why in the Lightning we have a new feature. So that is called the what notification. Here we have one bell icon is there now. So this is called the what notification. See here the matrix report. The matrix report that is automatically generated at 23 minutes back. Got it? So approval request. So like this, we are getting notification. Like this, we are getting notification. Got it? So how can I create this a custom notification? Custom notification tag. Got it? See here, this one is the different way, and we have a lot of steps is there. So please follow step by step. Okay. So later I will send the document to you. Right? What are the steps? Only the steps. Okay. So first, what we have to do? Go here, click on setup. Go here, click on setup. Then left side, just you can find out a custom notification. Custom notification. Click on that custom notification. Then here we have a right side a new button is there. Now click on you. See here, send custom notification using flows or process builder. Got it? With the help of flows or process builder, so we can invoke this custom notification. Then here we have new button is there now. Click on that new. Click on that new. So what was the a custom notification type here? Got it. Notify. Notify account owner on case creation. So whenever we created a case, so that time I need to inform to the owner, desktop and mobile. Later, so the both the channels I need to support. The mobiles also. Click on save. Click on save. Got it. So what we did? So we created a one custom notification. Custom notification. Got it. Then after custom notification delivery settings. Where it is? Oh, so notification delivery settings. Click on that notification delivery settings. Go bottom. So here we created this one now. Then you need to click on edit. You need to click on that edit. What I have to do here, I need to enable these tools. I need to enable this tool. Right. So here, if you're not able to enable this tool, then what I have to do? Got it. So we need to enable this one our mobile. We need to download in mobile now. Okay. It will be updated. Up. Up. Here we need mobile apps. Oh. Okay, wait. I'm going to log in into my mobile. I need to download the Salesforce one application. Go to Play Store and download Salesforce. Salesforce. What was the username? So just log in to your Salesforce mobile. Right, in mobile app, just log in and log out. Okay, only 1 second. Just you can log in, and then after you can log on, and automatically it will be updated. Why? Because the notifications will be available for the mobile device. So just I opened my Salesforce app in the mobile. The username. But once again, my password. Type is pass. Type is text. CRM 1 2. Okay. The password is what? Is CRM 1 2. So don't do this type of activities on your friend's account. Okay. So what I did, what was the password here? I changed the type. We are the developers, right? We can do like this type of thing. The type is what? The text. Earlier we have password. Password is nothing but what? That is protected. Text is nothing but what? Open to all. Done. Okay, so inside my mobile, just I given the access. Inside the mobile, just I given the access. Then click on login. Done. Now come here, click on save, click on save. Now, once again, click on edit. Yeah, what happened? Why not coming here? Refresh. Come down, click on edit. What happened?
I got it like Salesforce for iOS and Salesforce for Android.
Yeah,
I got two options.
we need to get those two options. For those two options only, we log into the mobile, right? Here, click on edit. Now, no, what happened? Here, log out, log out, log in. Application gallery setup. On edit. Get it? See here, now we got it. Right, for the mobile apps, Salesforce for the iOS and Salesforce Android. Right, we need to check these two. Done. Click on, save. Click on. Save. Right, so what we did, so we created a custom notification type. Then after what we have to do, so we need to enable this notification for the Lightning experience and mobile device. Lightning experience and mobile. Right. Go here in this quick find box and search for the Salesforce notifications. Salesforce notification. Got it. Salesforce notifications. See here. Enable in-app notifications. Enable push notifications. In-app is nothing but what? Inside my mobile. And the push notification is nothing but what? If you're not in a mobile also, then it will show something. The next one is what? Third step. So we need to create a process builder. So we need to create a process builder. Go here and just you can type a process builder. Process builder. So whenever we created a case, right? Whenever we created the case, so that time I need to show the notification. Got it? So continue with the process builder. So what was the name? Notify account owner on case creation. Whenever we created the case, so that time I need to notify. Then, so when it is will be executed, obviously the record changes. Click on save. Click on save. Now here we need to add the object. So what was the object? What was the object? That is case object. Case object. Whenever we created the case, that time I need to inform. That time I need to inform. Right? So what was the criteria? I'm not adding any criteria. No criteria. No criteria. Click on save. No criteria. Click on save. Next here, what we have to do? We have to do the action. Action. Go here, add action. Now we can select send custom notification. Send a custom notification. Got it? Send a custom notification. Notify owner. Notify to the notification to the owner. What a fine. Later, what was the custom notification type? See here. Notify the account owner on case creation we created earlier now. Done. Who will receive this one? Who will receive this one? Obviously, the owner. Obviously, the owner. Got it. So now here what I'm doing, I'm providing some information. I'm providing some information. Got it. Owner, owner, owner. Case owner. Got it. So next here in this notification title. Notification title. So what is the title? Title. Case creation. Case creation. Here you can provide the case number. Number. What was the case number? We are providing that case number. Got it. And then after that is title. Here we have body. Body. Right. So here, dear. Then after, who is the owner? Case owner. That is user. Owner. Name. Owner first. Dear Shiva, something XYZ or something. Got it. Right. Dear Shiva, a new case created. New case created. So like that, we have to show some information. Got it. That is body is your wish. The body is your wish. Then click on save. Then click on save. Then activate it. Then activate. So this custom notification will be available only on Lightning, not in Classic. Got it. Now you can go here, cases object. And just you can observe in your mobiles also. Setup, app launcher, then what's that? Case object. I mean, case object. Click on here, new. I'm creating a new case. A new case. The contact name is Mr. Ram. Got it. The case status is new. The priority will be to the phone. Right? I'm not doing anything. Click on save. I created what? One case. So the case number is what? 1031. So whenever you created the case, see here the custom notification. The custom notification, the case creation 1031. Dear Shiva, a new case was created. Got it. So sending the emails, right? Instead of sending the email, right? What we are doing, we are providing like this notification. We are providing like this notice. Got it? So whenever you open in your mobile also, inside the mobile app also, we have a notification. We are also having the bell icon. The top right, we have a bell icon. Then click on the top right icon. Then obviously you are able to see this notification. Why? Because we enabled this notification for the both Android and iOS. Android and iOS. Got it? Right. So inside my process builder, what was the actions we have? The every actions we complete. Got it? Every action completed. Apex we'll see later. Right. The flow. So they are not included in our what that training. So don't worry. I will record one session and I will share with. Got a point? And the quick that is somewhat difficult. Got it? So we need some more paid access. So that's why we are not going for the. Got it? Chalo. So as of now, what we seeing, everything immediately, immediate actions, right? So in the process builder, we have one more thing. So that is called what? Time dependent. That was time dependent. Time dependent is nothing but what? After some time, I need to execute. Got it? Click on new, right? So this is what time-based action. So whenever we created the record, so in the account object, so whenever we are creating a record in the account object, so whenever we are creating the record, right, after some time I need to execute. See here, as of now we added the actions on immediate, but here, so we can add a time actions also, scheduled actions. Got it? Go here, criteria, there is no criteria. No criteria, save it. No criteria. See here, set the schedule. Means what? Here you need to set the time. Click on set the time. Hours, right? 1 hour after whenever the record is created. Got it? So whenever the record was created, right? Whenever record was created after 1 hour. Got it? Then click on save. Here we have one more option also. From now, from this time to you can fix the time. Got it? So first one is what dynamically, the second one is what fixed. Make it first one, click on save. Click on save. See here, 1 hour after whenever you created the record, so that time I need to send an email alert. Send email. If you don't have anything, then you can create one new email. Time based on which object, that is which template. Okay, so we can use the general. Done. Now we can come here. So what was the name? I forgot it. Time based. Time based. Save it. So whenever you created the record, after 1 hour, you're sending the email. You're sending the email. Click on activate. Click on activate. Done. Now we can go here, account object and create a record. Here, account object and create a record. Click on new. What is this? Time based process. Time based process. Rating is hot, and the description I'm providing say time based process. Done. Save it. I created one record. So what time I created this record? So details. Then we created by 7:43. It will be executed on 8:43. Right? Go here, setup. Type here time-based workflows. Click on search. See here time-based process on account object. So what time it will be executed? 8:43. Right? What time we created? 7:43. See here process action group for the flow region is automation type process build. After 1 hour, it will be executed. Let me see tomorrow. After 1 hour, means 8:43, I receive email also. So this is what the process build, end-to-end a process builder. Right? What are the actions we have? All the actions we see, the immediate actions and time based. So anyone having any doubt? So please watch these two videos, right? Yesterday video and today video. Okay, so watch these two videos, and then after, if you have any doubts, please. The process builder is the easiest automation tool. Got it? So you can create the record, so you can update the record, you can post to the charter, you can invoke the new process or flows or Apex. It automatically submit for approval. The lot of actions available. You can create the records in the same object or in another object. Got a point?